to order.
The first item on the workshop is snow removal for sidewalks that are not shoveled within the 24 hours after a snowfall. This was brought to my attention because there are some contractors that were wondering if they could bid on this. And so the council will need to discuss if we want to do an RFP for this contractor work. The council will need to approve a posting for the RFP, but some of the questions that came up were the rate that we currently have is per lot. It's one amount, and I did give you the flyers, and it's at $85 per lot. This does not take in consideration if it's a corner lot, or if it's a first offense, or second offense, or third offense. And so with doing this RFP, if we are interested in contracting this out, obviously we don't want to run into a situation like we have in the past where the contractor charges more than what we're actually billing out. And so in this RFP, I request that the council discuss if you want to put in other things that we don't currently do, but maybe would help, maybe get them to know that if there is a second occurrence or a third occurrence, that there's like a penalty or something. The other is a corner lot. Obviously, to somebody that might have 80 feet of sidewalk to 160 feet of sidewalk, that's a big difference in regards to a contractor billing out. So some of the things that we would need to discuss in regards to the RFP if you want to continue with that.
For the grass cutting, didn't we just go the hourly cost plus?
I apologize. I did not look at the grass cutting or whatever, and just looked at the snow. I can't even remember what is the grass cutting.
I don't know either.
Because there's a, I would assume a fine of sorts from you for writing it up.
Would be just the public nuisance, isn't it?
No, we have not issuing tickets also, so we just go around and make a list and provide it to the contractor. The contractor goes and if the sidewalk is clear, then they clear it, and then they submit a bill to us, we submit a bill to that property owner.
So you guys don't hand out the warnings or the letters anymore?
No.
So
No,
can
but
we
there would be nothing that would preclude us from, issuing a citation if there is a second or third offense or something like that. But, initially on the first offense, we've just been, handing them a list and getting it cleared.
I mean, I think we should have some type of an admin fee on that. Whether it be $20 or something.
Well, I can definitely, if you want to do this, I can draft the RFP and bring it back to council the next council, so we can take a look at it and you would understand what all of the different amounts would be.
I believe it is what Bill said and Cody said about the lawn mowing. And
Yeah, it's per hour.
if that's what they're going to charge us,
But we don't,
What I got from my notes.
when you do your fee schedule, I kind of need to know what fee we're actually charging,
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, so it's 85 per hour, 1 hour minimum.
Yeah.
And then if they second offense, we would just do a citation for sure.
but we can't send them out until we actually get the billing back from the contractor to see what they actually should be charged.
Can we just do the admin fee and then
The fee.
whatever it is for contractor disputes?
Well, even a corner lot shouldn't
take more than half hour.
take more than an hour.
But they're gonna probably have a minimum fee also.
Right. But I would ask, in the RFP, I would ask for an hourly fee.
Or at least the minimum that they're gonna charge and the base fee and and that's what we could charge them. We just simply pass the cost along in its entirety. And then on a second offense, we would have an admin fee and
How many of those did we have last year, you remember?
We didn't,
Probably not.
not very many.
Well, yeah,
We'd have to look at,
Contractors stopped in and asked if we were doing an
There's-
RFP for this.
yeah, I think it's due to the multiple contractors.
2021.
So,
Yeah.
and everyone wants a fair shot at it.
I think, have we ever had more than 10 or 12 though?
I would say that there's times where we have, a couple dozen, throughout town. Usually the first couple snowfalls, after that, once they get cleared, once it's built, then typically, takes care of a lot of it. And there are some that we locate, and we typically don't go around within the first 24 hours. We give them a little bit of time to clean it up, and it also kind of depends on if it's a snowfall over the weekend. Try and give them the weekend to do it. The contractor won't be in on the weekend typically to do it anyway, so then you go around Monday morning and get them, and by the time you get the list to the contractor and the time that it takes them to get out there, there's usually a couple more that have been cleaned off, and they just have to let us know that this is the list of the ones actually cleared after that.
So they may have a fee also for being sent out even though it got taken care of.
No, they,
Yeah, usually
Not
can't do
usually?
that.
Okay.
usually they just, it's that one fee.
Okay. I just didn't want us to end up paying something just because we sent them there and they already cleared it.
But
I
I
think
think,
that'll just have to be an understanding with whoever it is would do it, that
there's a possibility.
there's a possibility you might go out and it's done.
Okay.
And I think we just have to make sure that's clear with whatever contractor.
Yeah.
Stuff getting it, that if it's cleared, it's cleared, and you just
There's no
have to
charge.
cross that one off.
Yep.
And we can satisfy that with having to take a picture of the property when we get there too. There are apps that you can use for date and timestamp on it, so that helps with documentation. Issues for Chris later on too, when he comes to complain that.
Matt, do you have anything?
Well, I'd just make sure that we as the city have our stuff cleaned off, city property wise before.
Yeah.
We start, I think that's been an issue in the past where, notices of things have been given, but there's, a number of city sidewalks or lots or things that aren't clear.
I think we're looking for a problem that's not there yet.
Well, it's gonna be there.
Just-
You
yeah.
can't take care of it when it comes because it's gonna be too late, so.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is that this has been a problem in the past.
Yes, we have a contractor right now. Thing is, there's multiple contractors in town now.
New contract.
Yeah, so
Got it.
they're just asking that we put it up for RFP again, and we probably should every year
If
anyway.
that's the case, then yes, we have to.
But I do it per hour.
Within minimum.
Yeah, 1 hour minimum.
Well, whatever their minimum is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I mean, that's up to them.
You could easily put it in there, worded as that too, as per lot that's in the middle of the block and then per corner lot, like how you have it here,
because right now it's at $85 and it could be a corner lot or it could be a small lot.
I would just ask the contractors, put it in there for an RFP, just saying, in the middle of the block lot, this, for a corner lot, this. Give us your proposal.
It's cheap enough, I might not move my snow. I don't like that.
Put a sign out there that says, come.
Yeah.
I haven't got time to do it, please.
All right, with everything being said, do you want me to bring it back to council next council so you can read it before I post it?
Can you just,
I'll bring it back to next council.
yeah.
All right. Any other questions, concerns in that regards from anybody in the audience or anybody
Yep, this will be a request for proposal for the 25.
for the 2025?
24, 25, yeah, I'm well.
Well, we'll go to, by the time we get somebody,
Yeah,
it'll be
we'll start.
2025.
2025.
Okay. Number 2, public highway at a glance, crossing agreement with Union Pacific Railroad Company for the Center Avenue project is on the agenda for approval. This is to do the crossing on Center by the Tony Downs building on the north side of town. This is a standard agreement and states the costs associated with the project. The agreement states a maintenance fee that will need to be paid every year in the amount of $3,020. Patrick, the city attorney, has looked it over. St. James had to do the same when they did their project a couple of years ago. So basically, I'm just looking for an approval. There's not much we can negotiate or change with that.
And this is just during the construction phase, you're saying, or what?
So this agreement allows us to even approach the railroad and give them our plans and everything. And so our project, our big project, will then pay for the reconstruction and get our infrastructure underneath and everything. But with that agreement, their new thing is to add on a maintenance fee every year. I did go through and I found one from 2017. There was no maintenance agreement on that one when they did some infrastructure under the railroad. This is a new thing. So yes, $3,020 will have to be put in the budget in regards to going forward.
But that's perpetual.
Oh, it's 3 years.
Is that what
I
it
just
says?
reviewed the key points that you highlighted and really related to,
So you think it's only 3 years after the reconstruction, Patrick?
I'm getting to that portion of the agreement. But yeah, I think that's, yeah, effective as of 3 years from the effective date of the agreement. We have to pay an annual fee. So 3 years from the time we sign it, we have to keep paying every year, it looks like, for maintenance to that railroad crossing. In addition, they're paying us $1,000, but, and then also then, of course, the work they're going to do associated with the project, they're charging us, and it's part of the already budgeted amount, $218,695. So,
And that's highway robbery. Or railroad robbery. But it's a problem bigger than season salt.
and like Chris said, St. James, when they did their big project, had signed an identical agreement almost.
That is absolutely insane, because they do no maintenance. So they're getting $3,000 a year for nothing. But, again, I can tell you this from my day job, that's part of what the railroads have been able to do for a long time. So, we're not gonna solve that problem here. It stinks, but it is what it is.
Is there any standing in the contract for what we can ask for that maintenance? As far as what we get for it?
It's a great question.
There's no explanation as to what the scope of maintenance is, but we could always ask them what that will entail for the amount that we're paying.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Might be worth a mention anyway.
And could we create a pain point? This is what we expect for your maintenance fee.
Oh, I sincerely doubt that you're.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
But if at least it's bit for what it's going to, then at least you have something.
At least you know what the.
If it's arm maintenance or, crossing maintenance or whatever.
Talk to legislators.
Okay. Number 3, a skid loader in the amount of $65,230.66 was purchased with the proceeds of the water and wastewater interest on their CDs. The water and wastewater earned $107,000 since January 1st this year. The purchase is because of the change in responsibilities of the departments. The water and wastewater will be taking over the park campground golf with some of the maintenance. Number 4, the current contract with Brand King, the building inspector, will be up at the end of December. The council will need to advertise an RFP for the new contract.
Does he not want to do it anymore, or?
We just said that we just have a year. That's what we said at the beginning when we went into this, that your contract is for a year.
Because, I mean, he kept to our timelines and the quick turnaround and all that stuff that he wanted.
No.
He didn't.
So. No, there's been some complaints. We'll put it out for RFP and see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Vehicle use policy has been created for the city of Medelia employees for the employee handbook. Approval of the council is needed, tonight for that. Any questions on that?
I don't have any.
Number 6, the benefit of the HRA has been discontinued within the city's employee benefit, and the contribution for HSA has been changed to reflect this change. This discontinuation benefit is due to reporting requirements.
And then we'll have one addition for the 2024 city election results.
Yes, we have to, certify the election results, so that'll be an added, council agenda. That's all I have on the workshop agenda, unless anybody else has any questions, thoughts, concerns. Anybody in the,
Matt? anything?
Jim? You look like you want to talk.
I do, you're gonna shoot me.
Go ahead.
Was $65,000 spent on a skid loader before the council approved it?
What's that?
Was $65,000 spent before the
It
council?
was approved by the Water and Wastewater Commission.
What do you got those guys for?
It goes to the commissions first, and then it goes to
But
the
it's
council.
already been purchased.
It has already been purchased.
I'll shut up. Doesn't seem right, but
Okay. Anything else? Okay. A motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn the workshop.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.